The energy in the iLab is greater than the energy in my classroom.
The kids are definitely engaged when they're using it.
You really have space to create and to think.
That space can actually influence that personal interaction.
Like you could just choose a corner and not be disturbed, or you could talk with everybody.
The students were more engaged. Some of the people who are usually less involved were speaking.
And I just really see the iLab as being something that can help spark them into thinking beyond.
Does an agile learning space affect teaching and learning? Can a physical learning space be more interactive? Hillbrook School, Bretford Manufacturing, and Hero, a research and consulting firm, set out on a 2-year research project investigating how physical learning space affects student behavior. The three examined the impact of adaptive agile learning spaces on student performance, confidence, engagement, and learning. Together, they developed an experimental learning space called the Idea Laboratory, or iLab for short. What's an iLab? The iLab was built at Hillbrook as a replacement for an aging computer lab. Hillbrook decided to pilot a 1-to-1 iPad program in their middle school. Quickly and almost organically, the flow of the classroom began to shift. Teachers could easily transition from introducing content to enabling individual or collaborative work. Teaching and learning had suddenly become more agile, and learning spaces needed to adapt. How is an iLab different from a traditional classroom? In a word, it's agile. The iLab is a student-focused learning space where teachers or students can arrange mobile furnishings and technology to suit their immediate need. How does it work? The iLab is a community and experimental space that has a room reset. Each time students and teachers enter the room, it's a blank canvas that can be arranged any way for whatever the purpose. What can you do in the iLab? Move, sit, stand, listen, build, meet, work on projects, but mostly explore, experiment, experience. Do students like the iLab?
I think working in the iLab is amazing because you can set up any way you want.
If every classroom was like the iLab, you could adjust your workspace to your own needs.
It's completely your choice of what you want to do. You can move a table to the middle of the room, or you can keep a ring on the outside.
But it is amazing for things like science, building things, and it's also great for like the teacher talking and us like taking notes.
It's pretty much like the ultimate workroom.
I feel like I'm more free to do something that I want to do.
What do teachers say about the iLab?
I just really see the iLab as being more conducive for the creation of ideas. There's more flexibility and openness.
It changes the personal interaction in a way. Sometimes I'll go and I'll pull a chair up and just slide it in and sit down.
In this space, you can adapt the room to the needs of the lesson.
60% of the students who usually aren't involved and don't contribute to conversations contributed during the iLab class.
You know, the kids that are used to space is helpful because they know how they work best.
I would love it if my classroom was an iLab.
How does the iLab affect learning?
It has to do with knowing each individual's learning style, which has to do with physical space.
They're looking at the classroom and then deciding which will be their space. That sense of autonomy is a necessity. I'm trying to encourage them to be able to fly on their own.
We're trying to foster problem solving that's going to help them to succeed in life.
The 2-year research project revealed exciting results. Behavior in the iLab is different. Both students and teachers exhibited more energy, engagement, mobility, and interaction with each other and their environment. As a highly agile learning space, the iLab enables a wide variety of configurations and thinking with the same kit of parts. Also, the iLab is preferred and has changed how teachers think about a traditional learning space. Ask a Bretford representative for a copy of the Hillbrook iLab Research Summary, and for more information, visit hillbrookilab.com.